Alright team, let's talk about Russia. Right now it's not exactly a poster child for free and fair anything. Imagine a system where disagreeing with the government can get you fined, jailed, or worse. Think criticizing the war in Ukraine is your right? Not there, buddy. Vladimir Putin, the guy basically running the show for over 2 decades, likes to call this managed democracy. But it's about as democratic as a pack of wolves voting on what's for dinner. Spoiler alert, it's the sheep every time. This isn't just bad for Russians, folks, it makes the world a more unstable place. When one guy or a tiny group around him calls all the shots, things can go sideways real fast. Remember that whole invading your neighbor thing? Yeah, not great. So what if, and I know this is a big what if, Russia actually went democratic? Buckle up, because things are about to get hypothetically interesting. Let's be clear. Democracy isn't some magic wand you wave. It's messy, it's complicated, and frankly, it requires a lot of work. Think of it like a relationship, but instead of just 2 people, it's millions trying to decide where to go on vacation, every single year. But here's the deal. In a functioning democracy, the people actually get a say in how things are run. Free and fair elections? Check. The right to speak your mind without getting arrested? Double check. A free press that can actually report on what the government's doing? Well, wouldn't that be nice? It's not about everyone always agreeing. It's about having a system where you can voice your opinion, even if it's I think this borscht needs more dill, which frankly is a valid political stance in some households. Okay, so picture this. Russia, but democratic. Instead of one party calling all the shots, you've got multiple parties, each with different ideas on how to run the country. Some might focus on economic growth, others on social justice. Some might be pro-dill, others vehemently anti-dill. The point is, there's a choice, people. Imagine, Russians could actually criticize their government without fear of disappearing in the night. Journalists could investigate corruption without, ending up in a ditch somewhere. And the average Ivan could actually have a say in how their tax rubles are spent. Novel concept, I know. Now, this wouldn't transform Russia overnight. Building a democracy takes time, effort, and a whole lot of patience. But hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it definitely wasn't built on a foundation of political repression. Section 4, the upsides, from oligarchs to actual arches. So what's in it for Russia? Well, for starters, a more democratic Russia could mean a more stable and prosperous Russia. When people have a say in their government, they're more likely to trust it. And when they trust their government, they're more likely to invest in their country's future. Think about it. Instead of all the wealth being concentrated in the hands of a few oligarchs, looking at you, yacht guys, it could be more evenly distributed, leading to a stronger middle class and a more vibrant economy. Plus, a democratic Russia would be more likely to play nice with its neighbors, which, let's be honest, is good news for everyone involved. And the best part? No more awkward family gatherings where your weird uncle tries to justify Russia's human rights record. We can all just argue about the borscht in peace. Section 5. The downsides. Because every vodka shot has a chaser, comrade. Look, I'm not naive. This transition wouldn't be all sunshine and rainbows. There would be challenges, setbacks, and probably a whole lot of political heartburn. For starters, there's no guarantee that a democratic Russia would be a pro-Western Russia. They might still chart their own course, and that's their prerogative. Also, transitioning from an authoritarian system to a democratic one can be messy. Just look at what happened after the fall of the Soviet Union. It wasn't exactly a smooth ride. There could be instability, economic upheaval, and even violence. And let's not forget about the potential for outside interference. Other countries might try to influence the transition to their advantage. But here's the thing. Even with all these challenges, the potential rewards of a democratic Russia are enormous, not just for Russia, but for the entire world.